Welcome back to the Vegans Explore podcast. Right now, we are recording live at Mad Arts Museum. We're part of the Feast, the Flow and Feast event here at Visit Fort Lauderdale. They're doing their Food and Wine Festival. And how can we do coverage on a food and wine festival and not talk about wine, especially wine that's suitable for vegans, more than suitable. So let's start off by introducing ourselves so we know who we're speaking to, and then we'll go into all of the good stuff.
My name is Nicky Coachman-Robinson. I am the founder, my daughter and I, of Kwaya Organic Cellars out of Mendocino, California. We are established in 2018. And we started hitting the market back in 2020.
And my name is Milan, and I am the co-founder of Kwaya.
All right. Now, Kwaya, first of all, the name. There has to be some significance behind the name. I'm sure you didn't just throw it on the dartboard. So where did that name come from? What's the significance?
Kwaya is a name that is originated in Northern Africa, and it actually stands for seed. So when we were looking for a name to fit the brand and to fit who we are as a vineyard, we wanted something that pretty much kind of like collaborates with who we are as a organic, biodynamic winery, and as we could say also a bioorganic farm. So when we were looking at the name Kwaya, it stands for seed. It's a Hausa language that is spoken in Northern Africa, and that's how that came about.
And one of the things, especially when I first went vegan, plant-based, whatever is your flavor, I didn't realize that not all wines are vegan.
No.
So for someone that's listening to this right now and they're like, what? Why is that the case? Why aren't all wines considered vegan?
A lot of winemakers filter their wines with animal parts. It could be from egg whites, fish parts, sometimes even bone marrow. So when that process is taken, when you buy a bottle of wine, it doesn't give you a contents exactly what is made, what goes into the wine and all that kind of stuff. But I can only tell you our wines are USDA certified. Actually, the vineyard that I'm partnered with, which is called Fry was established in 1980 as the first certified organic in 1980, and then in 1996 became the first certified organic and biodynamic winery. So when people hear about our wines, and for those who are vegan, we have a lot of those things covered for you when it comes to giving you a clean wine without having all of those ingredients added to your wine or used to make your wine, and especially animal parts. We don't believe that.
And why should someone try your wine?
I think it's very different, especially if you're trying to go into like a more cleaner wine. I know that everyone prefers, sweet, but or prefers white, but for ours, it kind of stands out more, and you could really taste the difference between like a clean wine and things that are like have pesticides, things that are not filtered organically. And I think it just pairs with a lot of great foods. We have both red and whites, so you could have it with sweet, savory, anything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now let's look at that beautiful bottle. Let's display that. We'll put some close-up shots on there as well, because they might not be able to get all the detail on there. But the design, that's one of the things that stood out for me when I did look at your bottle. Is there a significance behind the design?
We basically, when we created a brand, we wanted to celebrate African culture. And to do that, we wanted a design. And as we began to do research also after we came up with the name, we wanted to look at the design of the label. And we found such a colorful art pattern with the designs of African baskets. And when you look at the Chardonnay, which I'm holding right here, and the Merlot, we don't have the picture right now of our Sangiovese, but we have three varietals, the Merlot, the Chardonnay, and the Sangiovese. You can find our wines at all Whole Foods here in Florida, Total Wines and more, and at Fresh Markets and a lot of your independent markets. But we wanted something to kind of be vibrant and just really make not only, you know, a wine that is going to make you feel good while you're drinking, but also feel good even after you finish. Our wines are made with no added sulfites. They're also organically certified, as I stated. They're vegan, they're gluten-free, and we do not use any pesticides or herbicides. So as my daughter was saying, if you want a wine that is clean, without all of those manipulation chemicals used to produce that seed into grapes, we have these selections for you.
Now, our audience, you know me from SoFlo Vegans, right, but we have expanded through Vegans Explore, and we are looking at the entire world. So if somebody's watching this from New York, San Francisco, London, how can they try your wine as well?
Well, just so happens, Sean.
That wasn't rehearsed.
Boom. We have a wine club. Yeah. And being part of the wine club, you can go onto our website at Kwaya Wines, and it'll lead you to the directions of being able to order directly online. And if your state allows, we can ship directly to your front door.
Oh, that's amazing. So in closing, I want you to always like to give our podcast guests an opportunity to speak directly to our audience. Any message, I call it a moment from the heart. Anything you want to say to them? Obviously, before we do that, we want to make sure that we plug where they can get it again, just in case they missed it in the podcast. But give you guys an opportunity to almost take over the podcast and speak directly to the audience. But before we do that, where can they purchase the wine?
They can find our wines at Whole Foods, Total Wines and More, Fresh Market, and a lot of your natural and organic stores here in the state of Florida. We also are in 19 other states here in the United States, and Total Wines and More, that you can purchase our wines. And just like I said, you can also get us online to be shipped directly to you.
All right, we'll make sure we put those notes, the links into the description and the comments, as well as on our page. You want to feature you guys as a brand on Vegans Explore. You've done a lot of things for the vegan community. I've met you multiple times, have some good footage of you so I can put a nice little recap thing together.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, one thing that I can tell you, I've been in front of consumers for many, many years. And one of the things that I receive from customers when they come into markets or stores looking for wines, they seem to have a tendency of having this problem called headaches or histamines. I cannot say I'm your medical doctor and I have the cure for all of that, but I can only tell you that the majority of the people that come to our wines do not seem to have that problem anymore, due to the fact that, as we say, my daughter is stating, we kind of preach the gospel of that our wines are very clean. And if you're looking for wines that are made organically and the ones that are certified completely across the board, we can give those to you. And by giving you a wine that is clean, hopefully that eliminates some of those problems that you might have where it comes to, I love to drink wines, but it's the after effects that we give you. Try us. You will love the quality of the taste, the quality of how we go in to produce the wines, and also we have a little spirituality, you know. Kwaya, the name, the way we go about being a organic biodynamic winery just has a lot to do with nature and the universe. So hope you enjoy it.